But they spent
But
time in a different.
I mean, I did go through a transition, because in the beginning it was like, you know, here's the little newbie grad student, and here's the intimidating doctor that owns the island, that you don't go into his presence unless you're invited by the Pope or something. You know, you were well beaten in that mentality.
Yep, that's right.
By the university people, and then as I got to be out here and kind of assisted Michael Benedict and kind of interactions between Henry and Michael and Henry and the doctor and Michael and the doctor, you sort of started figuring out the lay of the land, so to speak. And then, you know, once I took the job, you know, I knew that my main responsibility was to keep the university alive out here, so to speak, and, you know, not get too hung up on what you thought was right or wrong, just what Carey thought was right or wrong. And there could be a big divergence between those things sometimes.
I mean this without a religious overtone. He was blessed to have had you here.
Well, I think, and
You're
so,
absolutely right.
To keep it grounded.
you know, I grew up in a rural background, so I liked the cattle stuff, and I helped them a lot of times, and so there were a lot of times when I bailed them out because somebody wasn't available and I could do the job and did them, and I ended up.
That still goes on.
I was gonna say after him, us.
And I drove the bulldozer for many years, fixing the roads, and but it was still, you know, Carey Stanton was an interesting personality. You know, he's possibly a strong personality in one sense, but an intimidating personality, and so it took a long time to get comfortable where you could talk about personal stuff and be close in that kind of relationship.
You got to that point with him.
Yeah.
Eventually, but it took quite a long time, and it wasn't until close to the end that I was comfortable enough that I could talk to him about, you know, that kind of deeply personal stuff, like his alcoholism or relationships with other people.
Right.
And then unfortunately he died before.
He loved Lyndal.
What?
He loved Lyndal.
Well,
He loved
Well, and he relied on them a lot.
he
Yeah, he
relied
I
on
think those two things interacted a lot to reinforce one another. Yeah, I mean,
Lyndal, how did you feel about him?
I mean, in one sense, it could almost, I mean, just because of the amount of time I'm around him and here, and versus like your own parents, it could quasi be a father figure in one sense. You know, he was definitely, his way was the rule of the law of the land, so to speak, out here, and so if you wanted to get along and have a cordial relationship and not have acid stomach all the time, you sort of tried to view things positively, and you know, there were definitely days when he was having issues with TNC and you wanted to support them, but you didn't want to go vocalize that in his presence, and you know, so
There were times during those dark